In Portuguese, I'm going to read it in Gaeilge Eireannach as well, which is Irish Gaelic, so you'll understand everything. But I had the impression halfway through when Filipa read this that I should have been doing Tai Chi behind her, and it should have been the first one just to relax me. Doing Tai Chi with my father. My father is horizontal, his cheeks massive and saggy. The coffin lid stands up against the wall. It is a small job to see my own name. The one thing we shared is on coffin lids. I've prepared for this for years, contemplating death in graveyards. My dad was all facts and work and money. Now his legs appear empty under the slope of his full chest and belly. I decide it is time to inhabit my body. I stand like a gunslinger, John Wayne perhaps, my elbows winging out to the sides, hands ready for anything or nothing. I allow them to rise together like a conductor, then separate my arms. White crane spreads wings. Walking backwards, my arms push forward to repulse monkeys, then its embraced tiger returns to mountain. I swear calmly, I see his eyelids moving, his belly rising and falling and rising as though it were empty then full and empty alternately. To him, I have always had cloud hands. I didn't push the boat with the currents. I always failed to embody, to grasp the sparrow's tail. On these present movements, my father is again nonplussed. He turned human in the last weeks of his life, finding little things to approve of, allowing things to pass. I brush against the flowers in the room. Sometimes, after a sleepless night, say, I feel what they're putting out as a sense in my body, resonance. But these ones are plastic. Shifting to the right now, my arms surge slowly forward. Now I read it in Gaeilge Eireannach, which is Irish Gaelic. It's not the language I really grew up with, especially, but my mother spoke it, and she texts her sister in Dublin. She lives in London. She texts her sister in Dublin in Gaeilge Eireannach, Irish Gaelic. And I grew up hearing some phrases and forgetting them, and hearing more and forgetting them. And some of them stayed a little bit. I've got my auntie in Dublin to help me translate this and how to say it. I've James Culliton the matter. Tá matter hockermach, a lecken nor the over flower and conra, in the shock push dollar, great of the old. Man plain the feskins are and conra, and tie and rod of the parshok a drain. Vime, a gullabu the fathers on laughter, of mochanus are and marchu rilliga. Pettener, aber august arrogant of the moor la maher. Anish, tar cumna, follows Aracostas Queen Baltimore. Reaching go Wiltshire in Amdal and Corfin a Leana. Shastamar Gonador, John Wayne, Becher. There's John Wayne again, that's recognisable. Eireannach lava raised la aini no nasni. Kadim lo eri is ancient na scarha. Carhona ashina a skehorn. Upshul, Arcool, Macalara, Agru, Arareg, and Monkey, of Britcher, August, and Sugar of Forster, Arasco, Chi, and Chi. Moidingo, Soccer, Gar, Rohag, Shea, Chopin, Sula, a bald, a Gaeilge, August, a Chichum, August, a Gaeilge. Maraveil, Shea, follows his long, Goch Rayshok. Darlesh, Misha, Igoni, Far, Chimera. Agus Ogdal in Eig Antrahan. Hepram Darlesh, Igoni, Lar, Hamar, a Yen of Lesh and Tail. Anish, Arif, Tamahar, Eig Janum, Stomnera, Denachori, Shagon. The Long, the Shoktana, Eireannach, the Darhead. Gairig, Shea, Kinayalta. Ag Chesporant, Jarvas. Our Rodi, the Ogre, Egker, Rodi, Asaro. Champion Lefna Blahana Shashamra. Orenta Taresh Eha Nyakalata Marjafra Mohiam and Tuska Markelfa in Corp Ahamadoff. Octarshi San Pascho. A great Ardesh and Yish for a Molar Array Gomal. Does anyone understand that? Does anyone understand the language? So you didn't know where I went wrong, that's good. Okay, the thing is, this next one has something of a Catholic theme growing up in Irish Liverpool. You might recognise something. It's called Missionaries. My gran forced us along to Mass on Sundays, and my dad continued the pretense for a couple of weeks after she'd gone, in case it did us any good. My brother and I brought offerings in gratitude. Sprouts and carrots sat snugly in the collection place, providing spice among the drab pallor of money. When our dad saw the offering, his eyes shifted, battling to themselves before a smile transformed him and he turned his head away, or upwards. Outside, he would make a show of chastising us with the clip around the ear. When I told him I had seen him laughing in the church, he grinned. 5 minutes later, on our way walking home, he had thought up the perfect excuse. Giving food was our idea of direct aid, which we'd heard about on television. We were cutting out the corrupt officials, the money-grubbing middlemen. I recall my dad looking impressed with us, for once. We didn't have to go to church at all for almost a whole year after that, till my Irish gran came over again, uninvited, waving her rosary beads.
Missionários. A minha avó obrigou-nos a ir à missa aos domingos, e o meu pai manteve a intenção por algumas semanas depois dela partir, na esperança de que nos fizesse algum bem. O meu irmão e eu levávamos oferendas em gesto de gratidão. Grelos e cenouras bem acomodados na bandeja do ofertório, condimentando a desbotada palidez do dinheiro. Quando meu pai viu as oferendas, revirou os olhos, antes que o sorriso transformasse e eu virasse a cara para o outro lado, ou para cima. Lá fora, fingiu que nos castigava com um puxão de orelha. Quando eu lhe disse que o tinha visto a rir na igreja, sorriu. 5 minutos depois, no caminho para casa, lembrámos da desculpa perfeita. Levar comida tinha sido a nossa ideia de ajuda direta, sobre a qual tínhamos ouvido falar na televisão. Estávamos a revoltar os funcionários corruptos, o assambarcamento de dinheiro pelos intermediários. Lembro-me do olhar do meu pai admirado connosco, por uma vez. Não tivemos que voltar à igreja durante quase um ano inteiro depois disso, até a minha avó irlandesa chegar mais uma vez, sem ser convidada, assinando com as contas do seu rosário.